We drive by it every day, and so many people don't know what's here. And yet people from around the world come to visit and are amazed at the elegance and the poignancy of the facility.
By design, the Indiana World War Memorial was meant to be more than just a building. It's a guide through history, a story of Indiana's war heroes and heroines. With a mission like that, no ordinary design was chosen.
The architecture, exterior-wise, is very, very much patterned after one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, King Mausolus's tomb in Halicarnassus. That structure abided for centuries. It only was destroyed when the armed forces that were to defend it were defeated in battle, and the victors dismantled it.
So in 1920, the Indiana State Legislature decided to re-erect this lost wonder in the center of downtown Indianapolis. But this time, the tower wasn't built for a king. It was constructed to honor Indiana's veterans of the Great War, World War I.
I don't think any other city in the country can show a building like this owned by the citizens and available to all. So this is a cathedral and just a remarkable structure and a true Indiana treasure.
Construction on the memorial started in 1926, and the building's cornerstone was set in place on Independence Day 1927 by a hero from World War I, General John J. Pershing. The memorial was completed Armistice Day 1933. Today the structure houses a war museum, the 500-seat Pershing Auditorium, and the Indiana World War Memorial centerpiece, the Shrine Room. It's a place that has to be experienced to be fully appreciated.
It's not at all unusual to have 5 or 6 groups of middle schoolers chatterboxing throughout the building, barely under control. And as they come to the top of the stairs, you just hear a hush. If they talk at all, they talk in whispers. It hits everybody that way. People whisper in here, which is a testimony to the effectiveness of the architecture that establishes this as a place of reverence. You know, most folks didn't serve so they would have a building created in their honor. Most folks fought because they had a sense of duty. The point that veterans, I think, by and large, carry with them is it's important that people understand why we fought so that they can do their best to avoid having to fight again.
The building's lower level houses a free military museum. Visitors can see displays of Indiana's involvement in wars and conflicts, from the Battle of Tippecanoe to the attack on the World Trade Center.
Our entire museum is focused on telling stories about individual men and women from Indiana who served in the armed forces.
The memorial also symbolizes our country's commitment to perpetuate peace and liberty. In this memorial, the concepts of valor and sacrifice have an emotional tug, even for people too young to recall American involvement in a war.
I find this to be the most remarkable testimony to patriotism and to veterans.
This building is truly unique. That's why it really does deserve to be preserved, and I think it's a challenge we have as citizens of Indiana to maintain it so that it is here for centuries.